everybody, today's video is very informative. A lot of you hesitate a lot before going for such a treatment to your hair. Before we start with the video, I want to show you my hair. I've just got them keratin treated. This is the result before the wash, the first wash. So what I've done in this video is that I've compiled the 10 most googled questions about keratin treatment. So these are the questions that I'm carrying with me, alright? And this is after a lot of research and also after a lot of talking and conversation with the professionals who've been working into this field for like 5, 7, 8 years. And before I start answering the questions, I would request you to please subscribe to my channel because I make a video almost every 3 days. So I'll not be keeping you waiting for new videos. So please subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon. So let's start with question number 1, which is, what is keratin? Keratin is a fibrous protein which forms the main constituent of your hair. It forms the structure of your hair. It's already present in your hair. They infuse more of this protein in your hair, okay? And then in order to glue this protein to your hair to form a covering on the hair follicle, they flat iron it. The introduction of heat is a very important part of this entire treatment, without which the treatment is not possible at all. Alright, so please do not worry if you see a lot of fumes coming out of your hair. It is very much a part of the treatment that is going to be done to your hair. Okay, so the next question is it expensive? Yes, it is expensive. For my length, if you can see, they charged me 6,000 for my hair length, okay? And depending upon the length of your hair, they're going to charge you. It starts from 5,000 rupees and it can go up to 10,000 if you get it done from not a very expensive parlor, but even an average parlor is going to charge you that much. Okay, so the next question is whether you should do it before coloring your hair or after coloring your hair. Always and always after coloring your hair. It is going to be beneficial for the color also actually, because when you will get the color done to your hair and when you do the keratin on top of that, the keratin treatment is going to infuse the color also along with the keratin and make it stay for longer. Alright. Okay, so let me get to the next question, which says, how long will it stay? It actually depends upon how much care you take of the hair. After treatment care is very important. You cannot use shampoos which have sulfate in them, okay? And by sulfate, I would mean even the chloride and all that is there in the swimming pool when you swim. So when you get this treatment done, you have to avoid going to the swimming pool and you have to avoid getting drenched in rain. Okay, I know it does not sound really cool, but that's how it is. You have to really take very good care of your hair in order to make the treatment stay for as long as it can. Okay, but even if you take very good care of it, please do not expect it to stay for more than 5 to 6 months. Alright, that is the maximum the treatment is going to appear on your hair or will be visible on your hair. And by visibility, I mean the shine, the gloss, the frizz-free hair that you get from the treatment. That is what I'm talking about, okay? Alright, next is, does it cause damage? This question is kind of complicated to answer because the treatment itself to the hair will not cause damage to the hair because you're infusing hair protein into the hair, okay? But the point is, even when you're infusing the protein into the hair, a lot of heat is required to glue that particular protein to your hair. But the good thing is that after the treatment, the blow drying time, it is going to shorten by around 40 to 60%, okay? So the heat that you expose your hair to on a regular basis, that is going to come down. So in exposing your hair to heat for once in 6 months is still okay. all right? But the major problem is not with the heat. The problem is with the gas that is released during the treatment. It is cancerous, okay? So let me really warn you over here, this gas that is released is cancerous to health, and more than the person taking the treatment, it is very, very injurious for the person who is doing the treatment to your hair, okay? So it's not good for your health, and if you keep getting this treatment done, your regular exposure to this particular gas is definitely not good for your health. So I would not advise you to go for this treatment very regularly, okay? You have to really take care of that. Does it straighten the hair? No, it does not straighten your hair. My hair are looking straight because they've not been washed after the treatment. So once the treatment is actually over, you have to wash it after around 3-4 days, and they will always advise you to not wash the cream. So right now my hair has the keratin cream in it. So once I get the cream washed, my hair are not going to be this straight, okay? So please don't be misguided. This is only temporary. My hair are going to return to their normal self, but with a lot of gloss and a lot of shine. The frizz is absolutely going to go. That is what a keratin treatment always promises you, all right? And apart from that, please do not expect straight hair. If you really want straight hair, smoothing is something you would want to go in for, okay? Apart from that, so next is, how is it different from Brazilian blowout? So this is kind of interesting, and a lot of people do not really know about a Brazilian blowout technique. This is very similar to keratin treatment, okay? And both of them remove frizz from your hair, both of them give a lot of gloss to your hair, but it is still different from keratin on a couple of points. First of all, it takes lesser time to do the Brazilian blowout as compared to keratin treatment. Keratin is a 3-hour process roughly, and it takes around 2.5 to 3 hours. But Brazilian blowout will finish in like 90 minutes, okay? Second very important thing is that a Brazilian blowout will not require you to stay for 3 days before you wash your hair, before you wash off the cream from your hair. So the way I have cream in my hair right now, Brazilian blowout, nothing like that is required. The moment you step out of the parlor, you are absolutely free to do whatever you want to do with your hair. It will not require you to take any extra care for the next 3-4 days the way it is required in a keratin treatment. So for a keratin treatment, let me tell you, you're not supposed to put your hair back of your ear, which we girls are very used to of doing, okay? So you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to tie your hair. You're not supposed to expose your hair to water, to sweat, to rain, to anything for at least 4 days, 3 days, till the time your head is washed off the cream, okay? Otherwise the effect is not going to be that prominent, and it is not going to last that long. Third, again, an important difference is keratin does make your hair a little bit straighter, okay, as compared to how they were before the treatment. But a Brazilian blowout will not straighten your hair at all. Only and only frizz will be removed. That's it. When can you get your hair washed? You do not have to wash your hair for at least 3 to 4 days after getting your treatment done. High chances they will call you to the parlor. I got the treatment done yesterday, and yesterday was Wednesday, and they've asked me to come back on Saturday. So I'll be visiting the parlor again for a head wash, okay? Apart from that, a very important question is, what is formaldehyde? Formaldehyde is actually a gas which is released when your hair are introduced to heat. So formaldehyde is actually a cancer causing gas, and that is exactly why I asked you, do not go in for keratin treatment a lot of time. A lot of these creams which are used for keratin treatment and for Brazilian blowout have been tested for formaldehyde presence, and generally found that formaldehyde is present in a percentage of 5 to 10%, which is absolutely injurious to health, and that is why keratin should not be done to your hair a lot of times. Not because it is, I'm repeating myself, not because it is harmful for the hair, but because it is very harmful for your inhaling, Okay, it's very harmful for your lungs and it is harmful for your eyes. A lot of times it causes irritation to the eyes. In my case, the bhaiya which was doing my treatment, he was not ready to wear a mask. I wore a mask myself and I made him also wear a mask because I had already done my research before going in for the treatment. And trust me, the gas that was released from my hair, it was causing fumes. More than me, it was harming the person who was flat ironing my hair. It was directly hitting his face. I could see it in the mirror right in front of me, and I don't know, I just cannot see somebody damaging themselves like that or right there in my face. So I told him that if he wants to do that to my hair, he'll have to make sure he wears a mask. And I would request all of you to please check if the person who is doing this to your hair not taking care that he's wearing a mask or not. Please make him wear a mask so you can take care of their health on their part. I mean, that's a little bit we humans can do for each other, right? Okay, apart from that, one last question that I'm left to answer over here is how much time does it take? It takes around 3 hours to finish this procedure, and in case you're getting your hair colored before the keratin, which can happen at the same time, just that the color is going to happen first and then the keratin will follow. This entire thing took me around 4.5 hours. And one more thing, does it cause hair fall? I think the hair fall should reduce, and that is what bhaiya also promised me. The hair fall should reduce because your hair will become frizz free, they're going to be more settled, so the locks are not going to form. And since the locks will not form, you will not have to brush your hair very hard. Avoid washing your hair too many times if you want your treatment to last a little longer. I am mostly done with whatever I wanted to say here. I hope you found this video interesting and you liked me. If you liked my content and if you liked whatever I told you, be assured of finding these videos every 3 or 4 days from me. Please subscribe to my channel and I will definitely see you again on a very nice video soon coming your way. Alright guys, bye, and I love you.